Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I am just starting a walk with a working group here at Angel Station. As you can see, actually this walk almost didn't happen because I got here and it was pouring down with rain. It was heavy and I didn't have an umbrella. In fact, quite a few people have already left and decided to go home because it was rain so heavily. I almost joined them, but then after waiting for 10-15 minutes, the rain kind of died down a bit. It's not as heavy, so I decided to go on with the walk. So here I am doing this walk in this area known as Clerkenwell. Now, a lot of place name in this area ends with the word well, such as Sadler's Well, Clark's Well, and some other well. I can't remember now. But the reason that lots of places ending with the word well is because this area, in the old days, there was a lot of wells around here. Now, you have to remember, back in the days, there was no tap water, there's no pipe water into the house. The only way that you can get some water is go to the river with a bucket and get the water from the river. This area is not near any river, and in the old days, this area was a marketplace. So it was like vegetable market, meat market, and all those kind of market that needs cleaning and washing. So what do you do if you're not near a river? You have to dig a well. So that's why there were lots of different wells around this area. Unfortunately, many of those wells have disappeared or paved over now, but there are still quite a few around. But a lot of them are now being built around it and indoors now. They're not out in the open, in the outdoor like they used to be anymore. So unless you know where to look and which building, you know which well is in, then it's very hard to tell where it is. We are actually going to walk past a couple of them. We're going to walk past Sadler's Well and Clark's Well. However, we didn't get to see them because they are deep inside the building somewhere. So that is the reason why this area is got lots of name with the word well in it. Now, this area used to be a very poor working class, run down area of London. However, it's a very central location, and nowadays it has been totally transformed. Lots of high tech IT company has moved here, and the whole area has been changed and gentrified. Let me give you some information on this area according to Wikipedia. Clerkenwell was an ancient parish from the medieval period onwards, and now forms the south-western part of the London Borough of Islington. The Church of St James in Clerkenwell Close and nearby Clerkenwell Green sit at the centre of Clerkenwell. Located on the edge of the City of London, it was the home of the Priory of St John and the site of a number of wells and spas, including Sadler's Wells and Spa Green. The well after which the area was named was rediscovered in 1924. The Marquess of Northampton owned much of the land in Clerkenwell, reflected in place names such as Northampton Square, Spencer Street, and Crompton Street. The watchmaking and watch repairing trades were once of great importance, particularly in the area around Northampton Square. In the 20th century, Clerkenwell became known as a centre for architecture and design. Clerkenwell is home to City University and the Royal Mail's Mount Pheasant sorting office. It includes the neighbourhoods of Farringdon and Exmouth Market.
They start raining. I thought, why does stay home with a hot chocolate on my TV instead? Why?
I was thinking the same thing about you.
Even now I'm thinking,
This is previous walk you went on.
Lessons Park. Yeah, the area.
Okay.
And yeah, it was nice.
Well, I think make the most of the opportunities and override the weather sometimes. We left France. The beach is breathtaking. Nobody's on the beach. Got to the south coast of England.
A couple of times it was a bit worse than today. I didn't go anywhere.
You have an interesting accent. Are you from another country?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Italy.
Oh, Italy. Okay.
Yeah.
Might be a bit warmer.
I came in for weather.
Yeah, right. Some people like the cold.
Yes, but this is not like coffee. the cold goes through your bones.
Sorry, but we are going to have to try and go a little bit quicker because otherwise it's going to get dark before we finish.
Before your speech.
Huh?
Before your speech. That's why you are late. Cada vez que puedo español, tengo que practicar español. O sea, ellos hablan español, yo también. Un acento bastante fuerte. Porque, mira, porque estamos hablando por gente del norte de España. Madrid, País Vasco, Galicia. Sí, eso. Como aquí, primero, frío. Como aquí, sí. Pero tú no ves que hablas español.
Alright, just to let you know, the big building opposite there, that red brick building there, that is called Sadler's Well. And so the building was named after the well that it was built on. So deep inside, down in the basement somewhere, the well is still there. And I think you can still go in and see it if you make an appointment beforehand. They actually let you go in and have a look at the well if you want to. We're just going to walk past it. I actually didn't even know this is Sadler's Well until we're walking past it today. So nowadays this building is a performing arts building. Not too sure what kind of art. I think it's mostly ballet. And then right opposite, on the other side here, you see this big clump of building here. This used to be the headquarters of Southern Water, which is one of the big water companies servicing the south of London, I guess. However, somebody told me that it's not the headquarters of Southern Water anymore. They have moved out somewhere else. Not too sure where they've gone to and whether they have sold the building or is the building still belong to Southern Water. No idea. But they're no longer there anymore. So it just goes to show you that this area has a lot of links and relationship to do with water.
So basically, the area we're in now, this is Dartmoor. This is Dartmoor, yeah. So basically, that there's within areas there's different other areas, and this area is called Finsbury, and that's Finsbury Town Hall. But it used to be, because I don't think Finsbury now is like it's to do with the government when they have like what do they call them, constituencies or like that, and then the name might change. So I don't think. Because there's borough of ruin now, isn't it? So now, if you lived around here, if you wanted to go to the council, you go to the Town Hall, which is on Upper Street.
I'm going to the Camden one.
You're going to Camden, okay. What, the one near King's Cross?
Yeah.
The one in the big tall building?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I used to go, because I used to work for a homelessness company, and I used to have to go there to speak to the keep walking everyone. What do you used to do? So I used to have to go there to speak to commissioners and stuff. I don't know why we've done everything.
Pay attention, okay?
We have no idea where we're going or what we're doing anymore.
We cross the street, no green man, no
Need a police bike. Follow him.
So yeah, that's why it was that basically that would have been the town hall, but now it's just like they use it for community events and things. Spurfield, you see?
Yeah.
Right, everyone, we're going to stop here. I'm going to sign up.
Oh, that's why they call it Sparkman.
Matt is taking us to the spot.
This is the old Benson and Hedges cigarette factory. He encourages it.
From the outside.
It was nice there. We still got really nice and bright. Today it's not big and it's probably people.
But I'm okay with it. Okay. Even that gentleman moved away. I just started drinking. He said that I was going to But it doesn't matter. Seriously.
Very civilized.
Even Nick Hay.
Wait. We'll leave you here, yeah? Catch us up at the end of the walk.
Yes, my business is open. Who wants to come in?
Go and get next time.
You want to come in? My business is open.
I think almost
But
everyone.
no, there's one lady, she's from Mexico, she's not here. I know that.
Some people you've been familiar with, right?
I told somebody about your joke.
Nice. Nice to go into these places.
Actually, if you go there, downstairs in the basement,
My shop is closed because I secured that.
I was very much into reggae music when I was growing up. And I always used to see a big fancy dance.
Yeah, what does Big Bang? What is Big Bang?
Your face is too small for that.
No, it's perfect. The smaller the face, the bigger
Oh, Matt! You're gross. Oh boy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, I might tell my jokes again, actually. And I've got an even better joke. This will definitely make you laugh. You ready? Boris Johnson. He's one of many of them. One dimension.
To ride his bike.
You could ride that as a trick. couldn't you?
Yeah, I can ride. You take it out. I say go for a ride.
See, checking that, see.
It's quiet, it's quiet.
So first Spencer's and River's friends in Nairobi. They are like the most 9 private sons. And they basically which is present in the zygote. They are basically giving rise to the private animals. So one of the projects that we are working on is neurons. So we are differentiating the sensors into the
I am told this area here, back in the ancient old days, used to be the animal and meat market. So on market day, farmers from all over the country would send the animals here to be sold and slaughtered. It would be really busy, smelly, and noisy. There'd be all kinds of animals like sheep, pigs, cows, chickens, the whole works. They will all come here. They'll be sold and then most probably be slaughtered on site right here. That's why they need a lot of wells for cleaning and washing. But as you can see, no wells around anymore. Obviously, they're all been dried up and built over. Just beautiful old houses and offices now. The entire area has been turned into a very central London area of offices and pubs and restaurants. And as you can see, there's this really small, narrow building right in between the two bigger buildings. Beautiful old place. I would really love to go inside and have a look at the inside, but unfortunately not. Can only stand outside and look at it from the outside.
Okay, so this walk is called the Clerkenwell Walk, and obviously some people, my chief questioner has already asked me what's Clerkenwell, what's it to do with? So basically it's named after a Clark's Well, which was rediscovered in 1924. The name comes from
I'm reading a book that is talking about that. That's just a thriller. The perfect child.
What a silly dash. Some embassment, something like that.
The earlier start. So kind of reinvigorate something coming again.
I've done this quite a while. No, it's official guides. Whatever. Yeah, a little bit more professional.
doing that in a couple of weeks. So this is the old gate, everyone, basically. Well, the old gatehouse. Obviously not the old gate. I don't know, you got quite tower.
I'm glad. I'm forcing you to point out things yourself. That's how it
So this used to be a castle or something?
Monastery.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yes, yes, it's got the
yeah. Look, here's St John's. This is what I was talking about. Look. St John's Ambulance, yeah.
This area is really chock-a-block, isn't it? It's not like the other area that we walk through, like Bayswater and all that. It's kind of nice, clean avenue, big brown houses. This is like pickety, of everything. Very interesting. Out in the suburbs, really cheap.
Matt's not even my real name. It's only the name I use on the website. I know. That's why, that's the whole point. It's a level of privacy. Huh? All sorts.
Now we are walking into the old meat and poultry market here. Back in the old days, this is where you come to buy wholesale meat, very, very cheap. But you have to arrive very early in the morning, something like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when they open for business. So I think a lot of the businesses, restaurants, they'll come here to buy their meat wholesale, and it was very cheap. So as you can see, it's a beautiful old building with these gorgeous, colorful railings. I'm not too sure if it's still a meat market or not. I don't think it is anymore. I think the meat market has moved elsewhere and this building is being turned into something else now. I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful building.
You know, in London, there's some amazing buildings. I enjoyed it. I felt good, but I was just spending, because I didn't really have time to properly cook everything, so I found that I was spending more money. I mean, you could do it cheaper if you grow all the fresh stuff. But yeah, I liked it. I'd go back to doing it. How long were you? 6 months. 6 months.
We are coming up to this place on the left hand side here. It's known as the Charter House, and it has a very interesting and long history. Here is information on it according to the internet. The Charter House in Clerkenwell, London, is a historic, multifaceted site with over 600 years of history, serving as a 14th century plague pit, a Carthusian monastery, a Tudor mansion, and a school. Today, it functions as a museum, public attraction, and an active almshouse for people over 60. It was founded in 1371 on former Black Death plague pit land. It served as a monastery until Henry VIII dissolved it in the 1540s, after which it became an opulent mansion. In 1611, Thomas Sutton established it as an almshouse, charity house for elderly people, a purpose it still serves today. It is open to the public. The site features a museum detailing its history, a chapel, the Great Chamber, and Tudor monastic architecture. Guided tours are available to explore the Norfolk cloisters, the Great Hall, and other historically significant areas.
No, I saw. I'm not interested. I was interested in astrology.
Just here, you can see peeking over the top one of the one of the king's hunting tents.
This one. It's still there.
Yeah, it's like a
Do we have a king in there?
Yeah, it's like a bit top of the tent. You remember I said they stored the king's tents in there?
So I'm curious, for school, what percent of schools here are schools versus private?
I have no idea. It's not the kind of statistic that I keep in my brain on a Sunday afternoon.
Teacher, but you're teaching a public school.
I don't teach.
I went to one in London first, and I was just went off the rails, so I dropped out, and then a year later I went to Lambton and got my head down and came out with this. I'd love to study. I'd love to go. If I have enough money, if I won the lottery or something, well, actually started going out to Birmingham the end of the first year. No, halfway through the first year. Like she was like, I was about 27 and she was about 18, 19. We'll follow you now.
Not follow me. I saw a pub here. I'm going
So
to
can you tell me what's the percentage? What's the percentage of the
80%.
take care way, yeah?
Okay, see you.
I don't think we can go round, you know. We should be able to put
Is the station going to be on the side or something?
Yeah, but I think we might have to go round. I think we should go just oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Came this way a couple of weeks ago.
Sorry.
We have arrived at Farringdon Station where the walk ends, and this is where I'm taking the underground home. Now, I have to say, Farringdon Station has been massively expanded and enlarged to cater for the new Elizabeth line. One side of it is for trains and the other side is for the tube. So this is where I need to take the tube to go home. Hope you enjoy the walk. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you again in the next video.
Let's go to the pub then.
Alright, so this is where I'm going to take the train home, but actually I've gone into the wrong entrance. This is the entrance for the mainline trains, not for the underground. So I basically went in and realized that I've got on the wrong side. So I have to turn around, come out, walk to the opposite side, which is for the tube, the underground, which is what I need. So that is it. Hope you enjoy the walk. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.